today's video, I'm going to share with you 10 ways to boost your milk supply naturally. Number 1 is to nurse your baby as much as is possible. And because milk is made on a supply and demand basis, your goal in nursing baby so much is to just keep sending signals to your body saying more milk needs to be made. So letting your baby come and suckle at your breast, even though they may not be necessarily getting any milk, is going to be sending the message to your body saying, wait, baby's here trying to nurse and there's not more milk, so we have to make more. Number 2 is to practice skin to skin, and this helps to release more of the milk producing hormones as well as then the milk ejector hormones. And as well as then also skin to skin is really good for mom and baby bonding. Number 3 is to not put a time limit on nursing. So let baby nurse for as long as they want to nurse. Offer both sides in a nursing session. Don't keep yourself on a schedule saying, well, it's not time to nurse yet. Remember, nurse baby as much and for as long as is possible. And another thing that you can consider doing is to take a nursing vacation, quote unquote, and this is where you just clear your schedule, you kind of go away and you go away to your bedroom, you stay in bed, and all you do is nurse baby and all the time, as often as possible, and you don't worry about anything else. Number 4 is to not give baby binkies, bottles, or food, and the bottles and food being, you know, if you've got that extra, you know, kind of supplementation on top of nursing. Don't do that, because all that's going to do is give oral stimulation to baby, as well as then giving them a false sense of not being as hungry as they really are, and so therefore then they're not going to be as interested when you actually sit down to try to nurse them, so they won't be drinking as much milk. Number 5 is to rest, and I know that this is a lot easier said than done when you've got a newborn, but what you need to do truly is just relax, step back, pull yourself out of any, you know, extra stressful situations or activities, clear your schedule, don't be as busy as you were, let your family and friends come in and help you with things around the house, let them, you know, take care of any older kids that you have, or any household tasks like laundry or dishes or running errands for you. Let them cook for you, let them make meals for you, but give yourself permission to just kind of step back, you know, go to bed, nap and baby naps, and just get the relaxing rest and recuperating time that you really need. Number 6 is to make sure that you're getting enough water to drink every single day. And if your body is well hydrated, if your cells are well hydrated, then they're going to be able to do their job and be able to properly make the right amount of milk for your baby to be able to enjoy. Number 7 is to make sure that you have a healthy diet and proper nutrition and real foods, lots of raw foods, to make sure that your body is getting the nutrients that it needs. And there's a long list of foods that are specifically helpful for boosting mom's milk supply, and they are including, I've got a whole long list here, oats, barley, millet, quinoa, flaxseed, salmon, beet greens, asparagus, carrots, apricots, almonds, sweet potatoes, and hummus, as well as then spices like fennel, ginger, cumin, basil, and turmeric. And the basil and the ginger can also be, if you can incorporate those like fresh ginger raw or you know, fresh basil or whatever, those would add a whole separate dynamic of the properties and good yumminess that comes with those than is different than like if you were to use you know, ground and dried ginger or dried basil, although that, you know, those are really good. Fresh would be even better. Number 8 is to take some herbal supplements in either the form of a tincture or in like a tea. So things like fenugreek, blessed thistle, moringa, red raspberry, alfalfa, nettle, all of those are really good and really great at being able to assist your body in boosting the amount of milk that it makes. And all of the things that I've just mentioned, the herbs as well as then the foods that I mentioned in the previous point, all of those are what the official term for them are Galacticos. Kind of funny word, I know. But that just refers to any substance, and that can be herbal, food or even like a prescription medicine that helps to boost milk supply. So if you're kind of doing your own research or talking to, you know, your doctor or midwife or whatever, and they're mentioning, well, you need a Galacticos, that sounds kind of weird, but all of those foods are considered Galacticos, as well as then the herbs that I mentioned. Number 9 is to pump in between nursing sessions. And again, this is just to continue to send the message to your body that more milk is needed, and continue with that, you know, that supply and demand. If more is being demanded and called for and ordered, then your body will be able to make more and supply more for what your baby needs. All right, number 10 is to check your baby's latch. And if they are not able to effectively get the milk out of you when they are trying to nurse, then your body is not going to know to make as much milk, because not as much is getting requested, so therefore not as much is going to be made and supplied for baby to have available. So get your baby evaluated for a lip and a tongue tie, as both of those can have significant effects on baby's ability to nurse properly. Make an appointment to see a lactation consultant who will be able to look, to evaluate, and be able to give you some helpful tips and tricks for helping to get your milk supply back up and make sure the baby is nursing effectively. And lastly, you can also go to a local Latch League support group that's in your area, and they will also be able to give you some good suggestions, and you can, you know, talk with different moms and see from their experience what ideas they have for you. Well, there you have it. There are the top 10 ways to boost your milk supply naturally. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share with any of your family and friends who might find it helpful as well. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you've not already, and turn on the notifications so that you won't miss my next video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Goodbye!